Welcome to First Presbyterian Church of Great Falls, the light of north central Montana. We are a dynamic congregation, joyfully praising our God through worship, supporting and caring for one another, serving others by the sharing of our gifts, growing together through the teachings of Christ, and sharing the good news of Jesus Christ through solar energy. Come, let us worship together.
The issues and concerns for our children at Longfellow School. Just ask our local rescue mission. Food banks serve a greater number of people. More and more cities are criminalizing homelessness, even though the Ninth Circuit Court ruled that it is unconstitutional under the Eighth Amendment to criminalize homelessness. It has become that problematic. More families with children live in cars. A greater percentage of teens are homeless. Here are the numbers in the high schools in this community, nearly 200. Ask our teachers where, how, and some of the students live. More and more schools are providing breakfast, afternoon snacks, and sending students home with food for the weekend. The social fabric of our nation and democracy appears tenuous, fragmented, polarized by radical political ideologies, fears, indifference to the things of God, stereotyping of others different from us. But is this all different from life in the Palestine of Jesus' day, when religious and political oppression, and economic survival and poverty were the norm in an oligarchical society? Jesus' world is one of disparity, much as we're seeing among our culture. Jesus had compassion on the crowds. Later in his ministry, he looked at them and said, "They are harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd." Is that not an apt description of what we could see today in much of our world? People harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. He has just experienced the defining moments of his temptations in the wilderness in the first part of chapter 4. Amidst people's life struggles, disappointments, and broken dreams, hope is stirring. John the Baptist has been on the scene. People sense God's doing something unique now in their time and in their world through this prophet. And he is recognized as a prophet. So anticipation runs high that God is up to something. But it is going to be something very different than either the people expected or perhaps hoped. It always is with God. Jesus enters a synagogue in Nazareth on a Sabbath, Luke tells us, as was his custom. In other words, every Sabbath he goes to church. Why? Well, because then, as well as now, the defined place of worship links the past with the present. Through the liturgy, the sacraments, the reading of Scripture, the words of the songs, the hymns, the confession, the profession of the creeds, the prayers we pray together, and the interpretation of Scripture we hear, the gospel, and all become part of the continuity of the faith passed on from one generation to another. So here the message of Christ is weekly consecrated to God's presence. For in him we live, we move, and have our being, as Paul says. The church is where the revelation of the gospel of Jesus Christ is upheld and proclaimed. Sure, I don't have to attend church to connect with God. You've heard that argument. Nature is certainly its own cathedral. But I miss the fellowship. I miss connecting with the historical continuity of the gospel through being part of our faith confession and fellowship. For where two or three are gathered in my name, Jesus reminds us, there I am, in their midst. The Spirit of Christ is present this morning in our midst. The writer of Hebrews stirs our thinking this way. Let us consider how we may stir at one another on toward love and good deeds. Let us not give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing. But let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. It's like a log apart from fire, the soul slowly burns out in isolation. So I leave us with a commentator's reflection. Those who in their complacency imagine public worship has no importance for them may well look to him and consider whether Jesus represents for them agreement, or rebuke. Of course, I'm preaching to the choir, right? But synagogue worship emerged after the destruction of the first temple as the place where dispersed Jewish worshipers met, not to offer sacrifice, but to listen to instruction on the law, which became central in their worship, offer up prayer, praise, to collect alms for the poor, cultivating heart and mind and moral conscience before God. Worship became internal, engaging the Spirit of God rather than external, offering sacrifices. Even though the second temple stood in Jesus' day, synagogues existed throughout the world where there was a Jewish community after the first temple was destroyed by the Babylonians. Now, the early church, being made up primarily of Jewish Christians, patterned its worship after the synagogue. Worship there consisted of the recitation of the Shema, the Lord our God is one, a prayer, a fixed scripture from the law, a free scripture from the prophets, an explanation of one or both of the scriptural passages, and a blessing by a priest or prayer by a layperson. The scripture was read in Hebrew while a translator translated in Aramaic, which was the common language of that area, in addition to their knowing Greek and some scholars knowing Hebrew. But there was no official minister in one of these synagogues. An invitation to read and preach could be extended by the ruling elders to any competent member of the community of the congregation or a visitor who happened to be passing through. As in some churches today, it was the practice to stand up to read and sit down while the word was preached. Jesus, already known as a biblical scholar within the local Jewish community, was among the worshipers in Nazareth on that day. And as Luke noted, a report concerning him went out throughout all the surrounding country, and he taught in their synagogues, being glorified by all. So when he walked in to worship on that Sunday, as was his custom, there he was, and let's ask him to come up and share today and speak. So there he is, among ordinary people, but unique here also among his friends and family. This is where he grew up, in Nazareth. And asked to read by the synagogue attendant, he was free, as anyone who was asked to speak was free, to choose his own selection from the prophets and then expound. Well, Luke's going to tell us. Mr. Synagogue attendant, please. You have to imagine you're in the synagogue that day. And remember, I'm not Jesus. And so he took the scroll from the prophet Isaiah and unraveled it, turned to Isaiah 61, 1-2. And this is what Luke tells us. Then Jesus, filled with the power of the Spirit, returned to Galilee, and the report about him spread throughout all the surrounding country. He began to teach in their synagogues, and he was praised by everyone. When he came to Nazareth, there he had been brought up. He went to the synagogue on the Sabbath day, as was his custom. He stood up to read. And the scroll of the prophet Isaiah was given to him. He unrolled the scroll and found the place where it was written, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." And he rolled up the scroll, gave it back to the attendants, sat down. The eyes of him in the synagogue were all on him. They were fixed on him. And then he began to say to them, Today this scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing." And all spoke well of him. We were amazed at his gracious words that came from his mouth. And then they said, "Is not this Joseph's son?" It was in that question that their hope and expectations began to diverge. Wait a minute. Isn't this Joseph's son? What these people witnessed is profound. This is the announcement of Jesus' transition to his public ministry. It's a defining moment. What to make of it? These people were poor, most of them. Good news would be welcome. Many were prisoners of their sinful, selfish selves, or literally knew someone the Romans had unjustly imprisoned. There were among them some physically blind, but also spiritually. Plenty of the worshipers who heard Jesus were feeling burdened. They were feeling battered by life. And what he tells these people is good news. There is hope. And that hope is now. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. In other words, to announce, as the message frames it, this is God's year to act. And then he sat down. That's all he did. So we asked, how is this going to play out? If you were a worshiper there that day, what would you be thinking? You knew this kid growing up. You knew who he was. He was Joseph's son, after all. His brothers and sisters. Well, Jesus operates within a tight religious caste system. We know that. Rules are more important than people, which had alienated most of the common people of that day. There are rules on washing hands, steps to avoid defilement before God. There are lists of clean and unclean animals for eating, and of course a spotless animal had to be there for sacrifice. They believed that God banned sinners, menstruating women, immoral women, the lunatic, the possessed. They could not be touched. They could not have access to the place of God in the temple. They believed that the law prescribed a day of purification after touching a sick person. So you didn't touch a sick person. Pharisees believed that touching an unclean person made them polluted. They had to spend several days unpolluting themselves. One would be unclean if one entered a Gentile's house. There were procedures for dealing with that. Well, Jesus shows no qualms about socializing with children. He didn't do that either. Remember, the disciples got very upset with him when he brought the children in his midst, sat them on his lap, blessed them, and said, "You have to become like one of these to enter the kingdom of God." They were yelling at the people, "Keep your children away. What are you trying to do?" Well, Jesus showed no qualms about socializing with sinners, the Samaritan. He touches unclean lepers, the deformed, the demon-possessed, the hemorrhaging woman he allows to touch him, and sick persons. He allows an immoral woman to wash his feet, sending her away forgiven and transformed. In fact, that was the very moment that Judas got up and walked out and went to betray him when he saw that act and said, well, his money could have been used that she gave for that expensive ointment for the poor. I'm not so sure Judas really cared about the poor. Jesus was found eating with tax collectors and sinners. He turns the wisdom of the day upside down to the chagrin and the anger of the gatekeepers. We can't even begin to understand how much he upset the people around him by his behavior. But what Jesus does in the radicalness of his ministry and his acts, his pronouncement and the effects of what he begins to do in his public ministry, which in that moment foreshadows all the things that happen later on through the Gospels. But what Jesus does is move the emphasis from rules for holiness, which excluded people, to God's mercy, which is inclusive. At a dinner in a home where many tax collectors and sinners were attending with Jesus and his disciples, some of the Pharisees approached his disciples and asked, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus responds, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I came not to call the righteous, but sinners. In other words, Jesus came to restore that which was broken. He is challenging us to look at the world and people with grace-healed eyes, as Irenaeus once put it. Because Jesus loves the poor, because he loves the outcast, because he loves the suffering, he loves people who are being persecuted, who are outside the margins of society's acceptance. He leads us to do the same, even if it stretches our religious and political boundaries of acceptability. It was the poor and the outcast who were the heroes of his story. A Samaritan who was absolutely detested and hated more than any racial group in our country ever could be by a Jew, becomes the center, the hero of the story. And the priests and the Levites, the enemies. Lazarus, the one exploited in this world by a rich man, becomes the hero. Jesus came to restore what was broken. Many of those early Christians who followed Jesus belonged to lower economic classes. Within the Roman Empire, Christians over the first couple of centuries were renowned for their support of the poor and suffering. They radicalized the Roman culture. Unlike their non-Christian neighbors, they readily ransomed their friends from barbarian captors. When a plague struck, they tended the sufferers, while many of their non-Christian families and friends abandoned the sick at their first symptoms. The first and second generation of believers literally took Christ's command to receive strangers, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, and visit those in prison. We have countless stories recorded in those first 2 centuries after Christ was died, after he had died and was risen, and the early church followed into the spirit that Christ brought to them. Historians of the church have observed that much of this hands-on engagement with people ended when Constantine legalized the faith and established an official state church. Many note that from then on, the church tended to spiritualize poverty and leave welfare to the emperor and the state. And over time, the church itself became part of the wealthy establishment. Jesus quote from Isaiah chapter 61, verses 1 and 2, marks that key transitional point which defines his messianic role. He embraces that role and the profound moment of that day in that synagogue when he reads the text and says, today this has been fulfilled in your hearing. He sits down. One wonders what must have fallen upon the ears and eyes of those in that moment. Isaiah 61, you see, is one of the servant songs. And anointed there means made be the Christ or Messiah. Literally, the passage says that Christ is God's servant who will bring to reality the longing and the hope of the poor, the oppressed, and the imprisoned. They're all trying to deal with this. What does this mean? And the Gospels are an account of how people wrestled with this, how people came to terms with who this person is, even his own disciples particularly. Who do you say that I am? At one point he asked them. But what Jesus is saying to us is that God's reign is here. God's end-time promises are being fulfilled today. Today this has been fulfilled in your hearing. And through Christ, God will usher in the amnesty, the liberation, the restoration associated with the proclamation of the year of Jubilee that was announced in Leviticus 25, 8-12. It's a reversal of everything. Changes for the poor, the wronged, the oppressed, those in debt. All the things that they have waited and hoped for will occur today, beginning with the announcement of Jesus' ministry. But it's much more than the physical things. It's much more than the issues of justice and equality and people that have caring for those who have not. It's a challenge to all of us who have and who have not. This ministry of Jesus. And the ministries of Jesus in the church, according to Luke and Acts, demonstrate that today continued. That's why Luke wrote Acts, to show how this ministry of Christ and the Spirit continues. That today this has been fulfilled, is still going on, and it's still going on today. Of course, the history of the church does not manifest unbroken testimony of that announcement, but too often we become complacent and disconnected from who he is and what he's calling us to do and be. But the Spirit of God is alive and still working today. This is still being fulfilled in our time. And now, if you've been part of the class on future faith, you know that much of this work of the Spirit of God is in South America, it's in Africa, in Asia. Christianity is growing by leaps and bounds in these parts of the world. And it's still among the poor, among those who have nothing but hope when they hear the gospel of Jesus Christ come to them. And the announcement, yes, it's still today. It's going on. The drum beats in this community. The Spirit is alive. The Spirit is alive in the work and ministry of this church and other churches in this community. We're the light bearing witness in the darkness of those around us. We offer hope for the soul, for the mind, the heart, for salvation. But also hope that things can be different. We don't have to go to bed hungry. We don't have to have children without clothes. We don't have to have families without homes. This is all part of the wider good news that Jesus brought and leads us into participate in and be a part of. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, he says to the people, because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor in spirit, the poor in this world. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, both literally and physically, to let the oppressed go free, those within and without. Proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. Today the scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing, and today goes on. So what in our lives? I ask, what in our community, our nation, where we live? Where does the restorative ministry of Jesus need to be lived out? Or perhaps, what doesn't? As our Lord said to us, this is God's year to act. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Norma Ashby Smith. I'm here with special guests for our spotlight on solar energy. And now I'd like you to meet the newest members of our church. They are the Gale family, and we have Richard, the stay-at-home daddy, with lovely little Aubrey on his lap, who is 1. She just turned 1. Then we have his beautiful wife, who is USAF Captain Emily Gale, and she's holding on her lap beautiful little Sarah, who just turned 2 with her little dolly. So welcome to the Gale family.
Thank you.
Nice to have you with us. So tell us how you happened to pick First Presbyterian Church, Dick, to become the newest members.
Well, we attended off and on a Presbyterian church in Minot, came here, and it was the first church that we went to here in Great Falls, and went around a little while and decided that the first place was the best place. So we came back and really enjoy the grace and reverence of that church, and the beautiful people that make up that congregation.
Great. And Emily, I bet you appreciate the good child care that is provided for your girls. Is that
do.
right?
They have a wonderful nursery. The woman who takes care of our kids has been doing it for many years. She's very talented, and I always feel like it's a second home for them. They go running down the hallway, so excited to go to the nursery.
Oh, wonderful. And little Sarah has a little friend that she's holding in her arms, her dolly. Is that the kind of toy that she likes to take with her everywhere?
Yes, she does. Yes, she even takes it to nursery.
Oh,
and so she'll line up the babies and have them all there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, Dick, you are a stay-at-home dad. How have you enjoyed this role?
You know, it's certainly more challenging than anyone could ever tell you. You know, there's a lot of up and down. We live in a 2-story home, so we spend most of our time in one area, and all the preparation for everything is in another area. So it's up and down the stairs a lot, and a lot of changing diapers, and a lot of bottle feeding, and a lot of wiping noses.
Right, I'm sure, and you are to be commended. We watch
Good
you with the girls,
exercise.
and they are doing such a great job with their daughters. So you're in the Air Force, and here you have risen to be captain. Are you
Yes.
going to make this a career? Or the next step would probably be major, wouldn't it?
I hope so. So I want to be in the Air Force as long as they can keep me in. So it'll hopefully be 20 years. And yes, the next step will be major.
Good. And you're also trying to get a master's degree. Tell me a little bit
Yes.
about that.
My master's degree is from Liberty University that I'm working on in Christian apologetics. And ever since becoming members of the church, it really raised me to want to learn more about God and learn about more why I believe in what I believe. And so I decided Christian apologetics is the way to go, learning more about theology.
Okay. And we have Aubrey, who's really trying to get her daddy's attention, and I bet you he's going to do it too. That's awesome. Okay. So Dick, you've already gotten involved deeply in the church. Tell us some of your activity in the church.
Probably the first thing, well, definitely the first thing I got involved in is Midweek Ministries, which is a fantastic program for people of all ages. We meet and have dinner and break up into our age groups for Bible study for everyone, kids all the way up. The nursery's open for our girls, and then anybody old enough to be able to study the Bible is able to break up into their group. I kind of took over cooking, and I've become the chief chef at Midweek Ministries, so I can take all food complaints, and haven't had anybody get sick yet.
Okay.
I'm also going to be a deacon in the next session, and just started sitting on the property committee as well.
Wonderful. And Emily, what would you say to young families about coming to First Presbyterian Church?
I'd say it's a great place to go. It's a growing church. We're definitely gaining a lot more new families, and they should come, and we'll be their friends.
Oh, good. And we'd love to hear you play the harp someday, because you are a talented harpist as well.
Thank you. Yes, I loved playing for the Christmas Eve service.
That's wonderful. Well, we're so happy to have the Gale family with us today. Richard, the stay-at-home daddy, and his beautiful wife, Captain Emily Gale, and their two beautiful daughters, little Aubrey, who is 1, and little Sarah, who's 2. We just thank you all for being with us, and we hope that you'll stop by and see us at First Presbyterian Church. And we want to thank you for joining us for Solar Energy this beautiful day. Thanks for being with us. I'm Norma Ashby Smith.
This is Pastor Chuck Carlson of First Presbyterian Church of Great Falls, inviting you to join our church family for our worship service every Sunday morning at 1315 Central Avenue. First Presbyterian Church, the church that cares.